Hi Libra, it's Mary with Seer. Woo, that light's bright. This is a mid-January reading. This is called "How Do You Heal?" How do I heal? How do we heal? But this is for your sign specifically. So I have a subscriber. His name's Ga himself, and he suggested it. So if you want to suggest any certain reading, if you have a question that you want me to put out for everybody, we'll do it for all the signs. It's kind of interesting. It's really interesting to see how each, it's for a group of people in each sign. And sometimes if you accidentally click on it, or it's your moon, sun, ascendant, something like that, it'll apply to you. It's really interesting to see that flip. That's a Nine of Cups reversed. So we'll just put that up here. And that would be somebody not getting their wish, or this is not. It's like you make a wish and it doesn't come out right. It's like I wish, like the genie pops out of the bottle, and you wish for $1,000,000, but then you realize what you had to do to get the $1,000,000, or whatever. That there's taxes owed, or it's like that kind of thing. You wanted this somebody that looked like this, but that meant that they were like that. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Sometimes the wishes bring more problems, burdens, because we might not have thought that through. Weird. Okay, so this is a 5-card spread. And thank you for your likes, your readings that you booked with me, your donations, and subscriptions, and just hanging out. Appreciate it. Okay, current situation. Well, the current situation is no longer wanting to be the fool. Okay, I don't want to be the fool anymore. I made these mistakes, and want to get to the point where we're making better decisions. Maybe building in more wisdom in the decisions, right? In the path. Okay, next card is Eight of Swords reversed. This is the past. This is really good to see reversed. That means that we're coming out of that energy of not feeling like we're stuck, feeling like we can't make a decision, feeling like, I know I need to leave this situation, but I can't decide. I don't know what to do. Job, whatever it is. But it's a mental state of imprisonment, of course. Okay. So the next card is the concern. Okay. And that is, I've seen this card with you a lot, Libra, in the last probably maybe 6 weeks, right? Because we had that whole belly dancer that was turned backwards. Right. Two of Swords. This is feeling blinded, okay? So coming out of the energy of feeling like you can't make a decision, but the concern is you still don't know. You still don't have all the information, right? Well, yeah, that's it. That is a concern. Still feel like you don't have all the information. The advice. This is about not being able to move forward, though. This is about not having any, forward movement. Yeah. Nine of Pentacles. So if we're waiting for somebody to come forward, they're not coming. They're not coming. In fact, they're moving backwards. I don't know if they were coming at one time, or if they're, that's what it is. That it's delayed. Why would that be? Why would something be delayed? Maybe it's because somebody still hasn't made the decision. And the reason why the concern still is, even though somebody feels like they're starting to get clarity, they're starting to be having less anxiety, they still have not made a decision. And I don't know if this is you. It kind of feels like it could be, because it is your reading. How do I heal? By making the decision to move forward, because nobody's moving forward. By not deciding, somebody's decided not to move forward. There it is. The outcome, based on this information, Nine of Wands. Well, it seems like we're still fighting the same fight. We're still in the same trenches, the same war. Maybe it's in the same battle, but we have another obstacle, you see. Because we're still defending what we've been defending. And maybe that works, but it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like that's what somebody really wanted when this card flipped out. This is not what I really wanted. So the question is, what is truly holding me back? What is it that I can't see? And do I have enough information? Or is that just an excuse not to decide? There's no judgment, but that's what's coming through. This has been, there could be different groups of people. I get it. We're all in here. And you could be screaming at the camera saying, I decided, dang it, I decided. I think it's kind of like you decided, but the door is so open. That's the way it feels. So if somebody came, or if you had the opportunity that you would maybe take it, when maybe it's not the best for you, but because you don't know all the facts, you think that something could be there that might change your mind. That's just what's coming through. I don't even know what it is. But here's the thing. Based on what you know, what do you think kind of detail would really change your mind? What detail would make would you already know, void and null? Or not enough? Say it's something really negative. What thing could come in to say, I want to give that person a try after they did this A, B, C, D, E, F, G to you? Or what thing could come in and say, after this person stole from me, I'm going to give him another chance, you see? What would it be and I think that really needs to be thought about. Because if it would have to be something so great that, I know that miracles happen every day. But by leaving the door open, we're not able to get ourselves moving forward. And believe me, I know. I have a moon in Libra. I know what this battle is. So, here's the thing. If this person, if this job, if this whatever came and made amends and said what you want to say, could you trust them again? Could you go there again? And would that be in your highest interest? That's a question. Instead of leaving the door open, is that in your highest interest? That's a decision that I feel, it's just my opinion reading through what's coming through the cards, But that's the way that feels. What would it take for me? Is there anything somebody could really say to change your mind? And why leave that door open then? We can always leave a door open for an apology or healing. But to burn me the 18th time, that needs to be considered if we want to move forward in our path and not be the fool that not to overlook the things we have in the past. I don't like saying be the fool. It's just the card is the fool. That's all. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at the enchanted map. So how we heal is deciding what we're going to do, put in the same situation. Decide if okay, here's the thing. To set yourself up for success, not failure. So if you know that you're Superman, okay, if you're Superman and your weakness is kryptonite, right? You don't go to a nightclub that has kryptonite. Because you're going to be weak and maybe somebody's going to hurt you. So if you know that somebody, when they do taking their call or whatever, is going to make you vulnerable, then there would be a need to either avoid that or have a plan for that. So if you wanted to be humanitarian somehow and accept an apology because you need the closure, decide what you can live with, what you can't. And decide not to make any decisions for at least 72 hours or something like that. Start using a rule to to manage things a little bit better. Not that you're not managing them well, but just to set yourself up some better guidelines so when you feel you might be in a place of weakness, because, I know how we like to help people and balance things out at our own expense, right? So, intention. This is beautiful. This is 22. So, this is a master number 22, right? It's a master number. We're going to read that one. Intention reversed. We have an owl on an egg, and he has a wand. He actually has, those, let's see if you can see that. Those, dandelions when they're all fuzzy. That's what he has in his mouth. Interesting. Owls are about wisdom. Intention. This is about deliberate actions. Beautiful. That's perfect. Are you clear about your intentions, or are you in a foggy state of denial about your true motives and or ambitions? This is a time to step back and gain perspective and clarity about your direction. Check your motives and ask if they are sincere. Are you pursuing some goal blindly? Wow. Without asking its cost. We got 2 cards with blindfolds on. Oh, 3. No, 3, 2. 2, sorry. Sorry about hitting you up the head. The microphone. Good intentions are being misinterpreted. Now is a time for self-evaluation and self-nurturing. You will benefit greatly if you take time out to regroup. Healing yourself is not going to happen by you trying to save others. There it is. Okay? All right, we're going to do one more card here. It's like we can't really, we're not as, it's about the intention. How can somebody take advice from an unbalanced person and think that they could be successful? So we have to make sure we're in balance. We have to make sure we've healed ourselves first before we can go around helping other people heal. So, I know, here's one that's talking. Yeah, I know. I know what you're thinking. And I would think that too, but I really am trying to heal myself first. I'm not walking around doing that anymore. Not what I did. And when I feel it, I just don't take action. I wait. Okay, but that's a fair observation. Completely. Okay, explore other realms. Explore other realms, Other ways of doing things. Watch other people. Yep. Other realms like spirit too, spiritual realms. There's a lot of messages that we get different ways, higher knowledge, spirit guides, our higher self. So other realms, like a bigger picture thing. And how does that serve in the bigger picture? How do you serve with that idea of the bigger picture? So when we heal through the spiritual realms, we can heal like our family's lineage and stuff like that. And how does this, maybe thinking how this, whatever you're going through and trying to heal, how has that played out in your family and in society and your friends? Realms can mean many things. See what it means to you. Love you, Libra. Take care.